sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
All right, cookie fans, gather round. We are embarking on a deep dive into Girl Scout cookies.
Woohoo! Cookies.
And this year's cookie season
It is that time.
is starting off with a bang.
Oh, exciting.
We got a fresh out of the oven article from CBS News,
Okay.
and it has some news that might just break your heart or your piggy bank.
Oh, my wallet.
So are you a Girl Scout cookie fan?
Oh, I am a huge fan.
I have to say Thin Mints are my go-to.
The classic.
But we have an expert here with us who can help us understand the WHY
Absolutely.
behind these cookie changes and what it might tell us about the Girl Scout cookie program.
Looking forward to it.
So get this. 2 beloved cookie flavors are being retired after this season.
Oh, no.
No, talk about a bittersweet start to cookie season.
What flavors are we saying goodbye to?
S'mores
Okay.
and toast. Yay!
Wow, big changes.
It's like saying farewell to 2 old friends.
I know.
So what's the strategy behind these retirements?
Well, the article says that these retirements may lead to something new and delicious. So perhaps the Girl Scouts are using limited edition flavors.
Limited edition.
Yeah, by creating a sense of scarcity and urgency.
Interesting.
They generate buzz and maybe even boost sales.
Makes you wonder if these retirements are less about saying goodbye
Right.
and more about drumming up excitement for whatever deliciousness comes next.
Exactly. And this isn't the first time we've seen a cookie retirement. Remember the Raspberry Rally last year?
Vaguely.
That was online only and sold out incredibly fast.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Could these retirements be a way to tap into that same sense of frenzy and exclusivity?
You know, I bet you're right.
Yeah.
It's like they're playing with our emotions,
A little bit.
making us crave those
Yes.
cookies even more,
Yeah.
knowing they won't be around forever.
Exactly.
But let's not forget about the cookies that are still on the menu.
Absolutely.
The article actually lists all the flavors that will be available this year.
Okay.
Thin Mints Samoas, or wait, are they Caramel Delights? I can never keep those straight.
You've stumbled upon one of the most fascinating quirks of the Girl Scout cookie world.
Okay.
The 2 different bakers.
2 different bakers.
Depending on where you live, you might get cookies from ABC Bakers or Little Brownie Bakers.
Oh, really?
And each one has its own set of names for some of the cookies.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
So it's not just me being forgetful?
Yeah.
It's like a secret cookie code.
Kinda.
I'm dying to know more about this dual baker system.
We're going to unpack that whole fascinating story in a bit.
Okay, sounds good.
But first, let's talk about how you can actually get your hands on these tempting treats.
Yes, please.
The article mentions that you can buy cookies directly from local troops at booths you might spot around town,
Yeah.
or even online starting February 21st.
Online ordering.
That's right.
That's genius. I know I've definitely missed out on cookies in the past because I couldn't find a booth.
Yeah,
This makes it so much easier to support these amazing young entrepreneurs.
absolutely. And it's important to remember that when you buy a box or 5 of Girl Scout cookies,
Oh, yeah. You're not just indulging your sweet tooth. You're supporting a program that's been empowering girls for over a century.
that's right. The article highlights how the cookie program teaches girls essential skills. Goal setting, decision making, and money management. They're basically running their own mini businesses.
Exactly. They're learning about marketing, customer service, and even supply chain management,
Wow.
all while having fun and making delicious treats.
It's like the ultimate entrepreneurial boot camp disguised as a cookie sale.
I love that.
And it all goes back to that quote from the article, Unboxing Brighter Futures.
Yes.
By participating in this program, girls are gaining invaluable experience and building confidence that will serve them well throughout their lives.
Such an important program.
Okay, but let's be real for a second.
Okay.
As fascinating as all this is, what we really want to know is, are these retirements a sign of things to come?
Ooh, good question.
Are we going to see more cookie shakeups in the future? And what could those new and delicious flavors possibly be?
Those are excellent questions. I know, right?
And to get to the bottom of them, we need to delve a bit deeper into the history of the Girl Scout cookie program.
Okay.
And how it's evolved over time, because you see, these retirements aren't just about cookies.
Interesting.
They're a reflection of a program that's constantly adapting, innovating, and finding new ways to empower girls.
All right, you've piqued my curiosity. I'm ready for that deep dive into cookie history. Lead the way.
Let's go! Welcome back to our deep dive. We left off talking about cookie retirements and how they might be a sign of the Girl Scout cookie program's evolution.
Right.
To really understand what's going on, we need to rewind the clock way back to the early 1900s.
Wow, back to the beginning. I had no idea the Girl Scout cookie program was that old.
Oh, yes. It has a rich history dating back to 1917 when a troop in Muskogee, Oklahoma,
Okay.
decided to bake and sell cookies as a fundraiser.
Wow.
It was a pretty simple operation back then. The girls baked the cookies themselves,
Oh, wow.
packaged them in wax paper bags, and sold them locally.
Can you imagine homemade cookies sold door to door by Girl Scouts? That's such a charming image.
It really is, and it speaks to the ingenuity and entrepreneurial spirit
Yeah.
that's been at the heart of the program from the very beginning. But what started as a small-scale local effort quickly gained momentum. By the 1920s. Girl Scout troops across the country were selling cookies.
It's amazing how something that started so simply grew into this nationwide phenomenon.
I know, it's pretty impressive.
So when did things start to look more like the program we know today, with all the different flavors and the iconic boxes?
Well, the 1930s saw a major shift. That's when the Girl Scouts started partnering with commercial bakeries to handle the production.
Okay.
This allowed them to increase production and distribution, making those delicious cookies available to even more people. And that's also when we start to see the emergence of those classic flavors we all know and love.
So that's how those iconic flavors like Thin Mints and Samoas came about.
Yeah,
But hold on. Didn't we mention earlier that there are actually two different bakers?
right?
When did that come into play?
That's right. As the demand for cookies continued to grow, it became more efficient to work with multiple bakeries. So in the 1930s, the Girl Scouts implemented a dual baker system, partnering with both ABC bakers and Little Brownie bakers.
Okay, I have to admit, that whole dual baker system still has me a bit confused. Why not just stick with one baker? Wouldn't that be simpler?
It might seem that way on the surface, but there are some compelling reasons for this system. Remember, the Girl Scout cookie program operates across the entire United States.
Right.
And each region has its own unique tastes and preferences.
Ah, that makes sense. So maybe it's about catering to those regional differences, making sure everyone gets a cookie they'll love.
Yep, exactly.
But what about those different names for the same cookies? That's where I get really lost.
Well, think of it this way. Each bakery has its own recipes and naming conventions. So while a Samoa from one bakery might be a caramel delight from the other, they're both delicious variations on the same classic caramel and coconut cookie. It's like having two talented chefs create their own interpretations of the same dish.
Okay, I'm starting to see the light. So it's not about creating confusion. It's about offering variety and choice, even down to the names of the cookies.
Precisely. And, that variety actually adds a fun element of discovery for cookie enthusiasts.
Yeah.
It's like a built-in treasure hunt across the country trying to track down all the different names and variations.
I love that it's like a delicious puzzle waiting to be solved. But let's not forget about the heart of the program, the girls themselves. I'm curious to learn more about their experiences and the skills they developed through this program.
Well, think back to that quote we mentioned earlier, unboxing brighter futures. The Girl Scout cookie program isn't just about selling cookies.
Right.
It's about providing girls with a hands-on learning experience that builds confidence, leadership skills, and business acumen. They're setting goals, managing money, learning about marketing and sales, and developing crucial people skills.
It's like they're running their own mini corporations, complete with marketing campaigns and customer service strategies, and all of this is happening while they're out there engaging with their communities and spreading joy through those delicious cookies.
Absolutely. They're learning how to work as a team, how to solve problems, and how to overcome challenges. And these are skills that will benefit them far beyond their time as Girl Scouts. They're building a foundation for success in whatever they choose to pursue in life.
It's truly inspiring to think about the impact this program has on the lives of these girls.
It really is.
But it's not just about individual success, is it? It's also about the ripple effect they create in their communities.
You're right. By supporting the Girl Scout cookie program, you're not just buying a box of cookies. You're investing in a future leader, a future entrepreneur, a future change maker. And those investments have a way of paying off in ways we can't even imagine.
That's a powerful thought. It makes me want to go out and buy a whole case of cookies right now.
I hear you, but before you do, we have one more crucial piece of this puzzle to explore the fascinating evolution of the cookie flavors themselves. Because as you'll see, those retirements we talked about earlier are just one small chapter in a much larger story of adaptation, innovation, and the ever-changing tastes of cookie lovers.
Ooh, now you've really got me hooked. I can't wait to hear more about how those flavors have evolved over time. So we've journeyed through cookie history, unraveled the mystery of the two bakers,
It's been quite a journey.
and witnessed the entrepreneurial spirit of the Girl Scouts firsthand.
Those girls are amazing.
But now it's time to address the elephant in the room, Or should I say the empty space in the cookie box?
I see what you did there.
Those retiring flavors.
Ah, yes. The bittersweet farewell to s'mores and toastier.
It's got everyone talking.
Understandably so, change can be hard.
Especially when it comes to something as beloved as Girl Scout cookies. I mean, their cookies have memories attached to them. But I'm trying to stay positive and focus on the article's hint about new and delicious possibilities on the horizon. What do you think those new flavors might look like?
Well, consider this. The Girl Scout cookie lineup has always been a reflection of the times. In the early days, it was all about simple homemade flavors. Then came the classics we know and love today. Thin Mint Samoa Tagalongs, each one capturing the taste preferences of a particular era.
So you're saying the new flavors will be like a snapshot of what people are craving right now.
Exactly.
That's interesting. What kind of trends are we seeing in the food world that might inspire the next generation of Girl Scout cookies?
Well, we've seen a surge in interest in global flavors with influences from Asia, Latin America, and beyond. Maybe we'll see a cookie inspired by Japanese matcha.
Ooh, matcha.
Or a spicy Mexican chocolate flavor.
Ooh, a matcha cookie.
Yeah.
I'd be first in line for that. What other trends could make their way into the cookie box?
Health and wellness are huge right now. Perhaps we'll see gluten-free options cookies made with alternative sweeteners or even savory flavors.
Wow, savory Girl Scout cookies. Now, that's a bold prediction, but honestly, I'm kind of intrigued. It would be a major shakeup, that's for sure.
And that's the beauty of the Girl Scout cookie program. It's never afraid to innovate and evolve. Remember, this is an organization that embraces entrepreneurship and encourages girls to think outside the box. So who knows what delicious surprises they have in store for us.
I'm starting to see these retirements in a whole new light. Now it's not just about saying goodbye. It's about making room for the next chapter of Girl Scout cookie history.
Exactly. It's about embracing change, experimenting with new ideas, and continuing to delight cookie lovers for generations to come.
And who knows, maybe someday those retired flavors will make a triumphant comeback after all absence. Makes the heart grow fonder.
Right. Now, there's a thought to savor, but in the meantime, let's appreciate the cookies we have, support these amazing young entrepreneurs, and get excited for the future of Girl Scout cookies.
I couldn't agree more. And to our listeners, we hope this deep dive has left you with a newfound appreciation for those delicious little boxes of entrepreneurial magic.
If this conversation has sparked your curiosity, we encourage you to share your own favorite Girl Scout cookie memories, your wildest flavor predictions, or even your thoughts on the program's evolution. You can find us on social media. We'd love to hear from you. And until next time, happy cookie season.
Happy cookie season.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll.